All right, dudes, so plain and simple, today we're talking about, you guessed it, reloads. You've been doing it the wrong way. Or apparently, we've been doing it the wrong way.
We're going to show you why we've been doing it the right way and why you've been doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, that's controversial. I like it. We've been doing it our way, and I think the ultimate decision maker in this is this thing. This tells us either you're doing it right or wrong, and we're going to go over, a couple different ways and why we do it, more importantly, because I don't want to just do something and say that's the final, that's the freaking answer. I want to talk about why we do it and why we carry it the way that we do. And we're also going to add a little bonus clip of transitions, talking about how we transition, why we transition, and the way that we do it. Everybody has their own thing. Yeah. Everybody's an expert on the internet. So we're just going to show you our thing, and you tell us if it's right or wrong.
All right, guys, if you look down near my denim sling, you're going to see how I hold my mags. Now, in the Army, I used to hold them like this, but after I got out, I have bad shoulders, and I like to keep things consistent. With the AR mag, I like to grab it the same way I like to grab my pistol, but now I'm just grabbing my AR mag like so. If I did it the other way, my shoulder, I have to roll it more, make it uncomfortable for me, and then insert it in my gun. That's why we keep our mags the way they are. They're not wrong. We just,
Apparently it is, though. But that's fine. The other reason John talks about consistency, so that's another thing. You'll see my magazines are the same way. The be-all, end-all of like yes or no is the timer. Like, can we reload in a consistent amount of time, in a fast amount of time? The other thing that he keeps consistent is his mags are all facing the same way. When we wear body armor or plate carrier, our magazines are facing the same way as well. So across the board, they're facing the same way. We always know where they're at. We always know how we're going to grab them. And that's just our preferred method. Do what you like, and you're the professionals.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about reloading now and how we grab our mag. So when I'm out, I'm going to grab my mag like so. And if you notice, I index with my thumb. What this does is when I insert the mag, my thumb's already there. So I can press my bolt release, and I'm good to go. Why we do that for your night vision, nighttime users, if you're fishing around in the dark looking for it, your thumb is a pretty good way to index.
One, two, out, in, forward.
This is more like you're moving. Like I shot, I'm moving now, and I can reload on the move. If you like to keep it up on your shoulder, right, this is more of a stationary type reload. Like you're behind a barrier or something, and you're just doing a quick reload behind it, keeping your gun up.
That's a good point. Yeah. Makes it broken down, easy to move, being aware of your muzzle. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll do one more. So that reload felt fairly decent, but we're going to start as time goes on, giving ourselves a time metric and trying to beat that and be faster and faster. Again, we're talking about the reload here and the placement. In a close quarters environment, we're not going to reload. We're going to transition, which is what we'll get to next. Okay,
another thing we can talk about is whether or not we put our safety on or off. Ours is if you can, put it on. If you can't, not the end of the world. The gun's out of battery or it can't be shot. So that's just something people like to debate over. We just say, if you can, do it.
Make the attempt. The way that you put that mag in and send the bolt home is just better than anything I've ever seen.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I blame my team leader.
That's good. So guys, that's a quick down and dirty on why we do it. Because we've seen comments, we've had questions, we've had direct message, all that stuff. Why do you put your mags that way? I hope that explains why. Do what's right for you. What John was just demonstrating was the reload. He went to bolt lock, he reloads a mag, and he gets back to work. Now, it is faster to in close quarters, you know, because you have to judge the distance. If it's faster, if we're this distance from us to the camera, it's going to be faster to transition, get our rifle out of the way, our down gun out of the way, and transition from primary to secondary. Once that is fixed and figured out, we can then do a check drill, check to see what the problem is. Okay, yes, I'm out of ammo, reholster, and then reload the rifle and then get back to it.
A big thing, whether it be transitioning or reloading, is being attuned with your AR. So much so that you know what exactly it feels like when the bolt locks back, or if the bolt doesn't go fully forward. You should just know off a feel. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. What does your bolt feel like when it locks back?
Now I'm just going to demo a couple different ways of how I've seen people transition. And then I'll demo the way that we do it and explain why. We were firing. Our bolt locks to the rear, which means we're out of ammo. For those of you that have been shooting long enough, you know what that feeling is. It's not a malfunction, it's not a this, it's not a that. You know what the pulse feels like back and forward. So when you just feel the back portion, you know it's out. So immediately that needs to tell me that I'm transitioning to my secondary. Now that's the way that we like to do it. Here's what I've seen before, is somebody just lets it hang. They just drop it to the ground and then transition, which is definitely fine, that's okay. I have seen where people swing it around this way. So just for those of you to look, they swing it around this way and then they draw. And what we like to do is rotate our hand and lower our shoulder so that the magazine is behind us. So I like to do it like this and then draw. What that does is it puts me in a good position to draw my holster draw. It puts me in a good position to draw my pistol, my secondary. I'm gonna go over a reason why I don't do the other ways, which you can definitely do, but be able to justify why, and we'll talk about why we do this or don't do that. So the first one I'll go over is just dropping it and transitioning. The reason why I don't do that is because if I had to bend down or do anything else, see how my gun is just kind of hanging? It's in the way. If I had to move really quick, I do have something. I can strap it down, I can do that. It's just something that's in my way, especially if I'm wearing a plate carrier. And if I have to bend down and do something, someone else can grab that. It's fast, it's good. Again, justify it yourself. That's why I don't do it. The other way I don't do it is swing it this way, because it can be fast and I can almost put myself in the drawing position. But what I'm effectively doing when I do that is I'm putting my hand below my gun against my body. So now I have to come up and around to draw. So it's not as natural for me. So what I like to do is turn my wrist and pull the magazine behind me so that my weapon is facing that direction. It's out of the way. I'm at my perfect natural draw stroke. I'm also with my hand on top of the gun so that it's not impeding me in any way. My hand's on top of the rail, so then I can draw from here. The other thing that I can do, if I needed to get hands-on with something, I can move this behind me immediately. Now I have freedom and use of my hands to handle whatever I need to handle. And then I'm back here, bringing my gun up, checking, reholster, magazine out, magazine in, and then get back to my primary being up and ready.
So if you guys look, the sling is helping us out here too. Pull out. It's nice and snugged here. It's not moving because the sling is trapping it.
And it's not falling in front of me. It's not in a place that someone is going to grab it. It's not a place that's going to impede my movement in any way.
And to get your primary up, all Devin needs to do is grab his either grip or his mag, whatever feels natural
or here,
to him.
whatever feels natural. My gun's still out. Check, reholster, out, in, and back.
So this method is really used a lot on when you have plate carriers and whatnot, but most of us aren't walking around with plate carriers. So what you also notice is when Devin drops it, it's kind of like a pull with your body, right? We got to have that philosophy in our mind of we control the gun doesn't control us. So when we drop this gun, it's kind of yanking us. We want to make sure
it does make a movement.
Yeah. The less movement, the more we're in control of it, the better.
I'll demonstrate it from the side, and then I'll demonstrate it from the pistol side. What I'm doing is simultaneously guiding my gun to the rear while splitting my hands and going for my pistol. Essentially pretending that the rifle's not there and I'm just going to grab my pistol. So from this side, this is what it looks like. I'm splitting my hands. From this side, this is what it looks like. I'm guiding it down with my right hand or my left hand. I'm guiding it down and I'm going for my pistol just like this. See how that's one fluid, smooth movement? I'm trying to get rid of any excessive wasted movement and trying to set this up for the most amount of success. So again, splitting my hands, essentially guiding it down and moving these independently of each other, getting at my holster draw. So let's do it live and see what it looks like. So guys, what we've been doing is firing, because this mag holds what, 30 rounds? Unless you're in California, it's all good, but 30 rounds. I've been firing. Outside, inside, doesn't matter. Firing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And at a certain point, I have that feeling. I felt my bolt lock to the rear. I did not feel it go forward. That tells me I'm out. So what I'm going to do is immediately reach for my pistol while guiding my rifle down. Firing 1. Malfunction, malfunction, firing 1. Okay? Now, I'm then going to keep my pistol out because I need something that's able to be in the fight. I want to always have something in the fight, if at all possible. I'm going to check. Oh yes, I am out of ammo. I can now reholster, drop, help gravity, or let gravity help me, insert, bolt forward, back on target.
One thing I want to point out is when Devin keeps his gun out, he's minimizing that time that we don't have a gun in the fight. That's all we're doing. That's why we keep the gun out. That's why when we're checking, we're deciding now if we rather run with our pistol or get our primary back up.
And to demonstrate what I don't want to see, just so you guys understand this, for those of you that have been doing this forever, you get it. But for new people that are kind of like new to this space, I want you to understand and see the difference. There is a difference between, okay, I've shot a round, which I'm going to shoot, boom. There's a difference between this, which is having a gun in the fight still, checking, okay, now I can reholster. There's a difference between that and this. Bang, putting it away, then coming up. Because at this point, what I've done is I have no gun in the fight. I have nothing, no ability to protect myself or others. Now, if something else happens and there's another threat, or the threat isn't down all the way, I have to make a decision and screw my brain up to whether I go back to my pistol or I reload my rifle. The way to avoid that is you're out. I think the threat is down, but I still have a gun out in case. Still out. If anything happens, I'm already out of the holster. Does that make sense? So I check. Yes, I am out. Now I can go out, in, back in. So now I'll demonstrate it. Real time, no explanation.
Stand by. Brett. I know we have sunglasses on, but what Devin's actually doing is he's taking his eyes off the target and actually checking his gun, looking at the bolt, not just gaming it to game it.
Yeah. I exaggerated my head movement a little bit so you could see this. And then I'm also looking at my holster, because if I'm ever going back to my holster, that means the threat is down. I'm never just going to be like, this is the drill, this is the drill, this is the drill. Okay, cool, done, holster, and forget about it. I'm going to think beyond the drill. I'm going to think beyond the thing that we're doing is one, transition one. I'm going to look and verify there is no other threat. Check my receiver. Check inside that the bolt is locked to the rear, that I am out of ammo. Take a breath, follow through. Then I can reholster. If I'm reholstering, I can look at my holster. Magazine out, fresh mag in, bolt forward, and then we go back to work. So from the timer, I would like to be able to break a shot and break a pistol in less than 2 seconds.
That's our standard.
And then once you get there, we like to freaking turn that dial up a little bit and make it faster. But for now, and for you guys, that's something to focus on.
Stand by. 1, 2, 5.
Okay, last time. I'm gonna try and turn up the heat on this one.
Stand by.
Last one.
How many times is he gonna say last one?
That's the new question on the video.
We'll get a ticker going on screen.
All right, yeah. 1,000 bang.
Stand by. 107.
There you go. Stand by. 2-1. Bang out in bang. Say it to yourself.
What do we have in 6?
Say it.
In,
bang out in bang. Repeat. Bang out in repeat. Stand by. Oh, god damn, baby. Even with the mag not falling out, 209.
Nice.
Beautiful. I like it.
One more time. Come on.
One more time. Stand by. Woo!
Pretty quick.
183.
Oh,
I like that. We're encompassing all of this together. If you survive the first couple minutes of this video, you can see the Silly Billy in action, which is a variation of the bill drill that John created, which is 6 rounds primary, transition, 6 rounds secondary into our A zone. And then check drill, reload your rifle, 2 rounds calculated in the head box, or in our case, the head triangle.
Stand by. $12.19.
12.19. Let's take a look at our consistency. All inside. This one's dangerously close. Even though it passes, I don't like it because it's inside of the line. It's inside of this, but we still like that, okay?
That's good.
So that is a good, and that's a cold start. That's pretty good.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Sort of.
Cold start.
For everyone watching, it's cold. Just kidding. So with infinity targets, it's like self-healing. It's like compound rubber, whatever. I don't know the science behind it. All I know is that you put lots of holes in it forever and ever and ever. And when you put the freaking hole in it, it removes paint. So it shows you where your hits are. And then when you're done, you just go, whoops. Perfect example. Watch this. Oh no, he's got a... So it removed the paint. And I go, oh shit, dude. Now I need to know and get a fresh target for John. So I just cover it. And now we're ready to rock again. Now John's doing the Silly Billy. All right, stand by. $12.94.
4.
He's looking beautiful.
Oh,
All inside of the method A zone.
pretty close. All but a few.
Pretty
just
close
outside
on that.
the dagger.
Yeah, not bad, dude. And so, like any magic trick, like any wizard should do, we just cover it up. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. All right, now I'm gonna do it one more time. You're gonna do it one more time, and we're really gonna try for speed.
Okay. All
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, in, 1, 2.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Stand by. Fast.
Ah, low.
11:48.
11:48.
So you shaved off to about 0.6,
Shaved off 0.6.
I believe. Yeah.
Pistol shot low.
That was your last one?
Head shot low. That was my last pistol.
Last pistol and last
Last
AR.
head.
Yeah. But
So
your
I can
first
actually go up a little. I'm using this EOTech, so I can actually use the bottom part of that reticle.
Yeah.
And just put it there.
Exactly.
For all you internet wizards, I could go like this and be like, see? I didn't miss.
Never happened.
Never happened. All right. Stand by. $11.07. Burning it. Excellent.
Damn.
All in.
This one was close, but
That was close, but it's still in. All in.
Nice.
Beautiful, dude. All right, guys, so that's it. Quick down and dirty on magazine placement, reloading, and transition from primary to secondary, with a little bonus at the end with the Method Infinity Target collaboration. That A zone is more difficult than a typical A zone because of its length. It's about half the length of a regular A zone. But give that a try. Let us know how you do. Any other questions that you might have or guidance, I'll put everything in the description. So like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell and all that YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, if you want a challenge, keep challenging yourself because we're just running it slick today, but add a plate carrier. Then once you get comfortable with that, do it under nods. That's the real test. Do a gas mask. Keep challenging yourself. The big thing is just don't be stagnant. And let us know how you hold your mags because we like to know that.
And let us know why. And tell us how right or wrong we are.
And just know that we love you.
Just know that we love you regardless. Okay, guys? All right. Merry Christmas and happy whatever else you celebrate. Happy New Year's. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. All of it, dude. We love you all, guys. Later.